families listen to each other. Next thing I want to tell you is that a strong family gets to know one another. I noticed that it was 11 of us, but our strong family gets to know one another. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you really know your spouse? Husband, do you really know your wife? You say you know your wife? You know everything. You know, talk to her. You know what she like, what she don't like. Know what she like to go, what she like to eat. Know what color dress she like. Know what she like you to wear. Know what kind of cologne she like you to put on. What kind of cologne you want her to put on. Do you really know your spouse? Do you really know your children? Let me just ask you a question. Okay. Why don't you think about this? Why? Put in your mind, what's your favorite color? Just put it in your mind, your favorite color. All right? Husband, right now, I want you to look at your wife and tell her her favorite color. How many got it right? All right. All right. Husband, think about your favorite TV show. Think about your favorite TV show. Think about it. I mean, what's your favorite TV show, husband? Why? Tell him what his favorite TV show is. How many got it right? Uh-oh. Wives, okay, let me get the last question. Wives, what do you enjoy doing during your spare time? What do you really like to do to have fun? Now, don't say that, Mama. What do you really like to do? And you call that fun. Husband, tell her what she like to do. How many got it right? A little bit better, a little better, a little better. Now, if I would take that and I would ask the oldest child in your family right now to sit with you right now. I'm going to ask that child, what is your favorite TV show? The oldest, all the children, what's your favorite TV show? All right? Parents, tell the children what's their favorite TV show. How many got it right? They get it right over here? They get it right? Okay, all right. Let me ask one more. Okay. You mean Brother Bob got it right? All right. Who is your, come on children, young people, who is your favorite recording artist? Johnny Taylor. You gotta be Did somebody how about Johnny Taylor? I am somebody. You are somebody. All right, parents, tell your children their favorite recording artist, this kind of music they like. Your favorite recording artist. You can ask them to listen to some of that music. Okay, anybody get it right? Y'all got it right? 1, 2, 3. Charmaine, you got it right? I mean, all I'm saying is, in asking these questions, do you really know your spouse? Do you really know your own children? Because you know what happened? We end up talking about the music the children listen to, and we talk about this, we talk about this, and talk about the pants hanging on down, not on the butt, below the butt. I saw somebody the other day standing on the corner, and they, and she said, now that's just ridiculous. Pants was all the way down here. And he was walking like this. I'm like, what? But Dad. I was doing some studies, found out. Anybody remember the TV show Frasier? Yeah. Back in the mid-90s, it was cut, I think, in 2004. But Frasier became so popular in the 90s and 2004, between that time, because people could relate to it. The original premise of the show was that a father and a son who knew nothing about each other, and they're as different as day and night, and they end up living together. The series is primarily about how these two grown men, father and son, finally get to know one another. That's what kept the show so popular. They finally got to know one another. And here Jesus said it like this. Jesus said, this is about his sheep. He said, I know them. Can you say that about the people in your household? I know them. Yeah. The great news of the gospel is that our relationship with God is personal, it's intimate, and he wants to be close to us. Yes. Yes. And he wants us to be close to him. Yes. That's why he said, I know you. Yes. And guess what? He wants that same bond that we share with him. He wants us to share that same bond with others, especially those in our own household. Yes. How you say you love Jesus, you are intimate with him, and you like we saw the song, the love song that Jesus is born. But I'm wondering how many can sing the same love song in your own household.
All right.
You know, my brothers and sisters, we 11 of us. I spent some more time with some of them than I did with others. My sister Jean was older. She left the house soon by the time I started growing up. Went off to college. Stayed in the dorm. She would get out of the house. But all my sisters and brothers now have moved out of the family home, matter of fact, more than 20 years ago. And we now, all of us live many, many miles apart. And we don't get to see each other, not nearly enough. But guess what? We talk on the phone as much as we possibly can. Amen. And especially with my baby brother, Will. So I spent more time with Will than anybody. Matter of fact, I was kind of like a daddy to him. And so we talk now every week, sometimes 2 and 3 times a week, and it seems like we never run out of anything to talk about. Amen. And that's the way it is with most of my sisters and brothers. Now I got to know my brother Michael even more. Michael came to stay with me 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, just prior to him passing away. And we got to really know each other, and as we began to call and talk to each other, it was then he slipped on away. But God allowed us that time. He came to Rochester, Minnesota, and spent time, went with me everywhere. We went together every day to every place and got to know each other. Then we could talk more. Yeah. I tell you, it's amazing how you can talk to people because you know each other. Get to know your family. Get to know your sister. Get to know your brothers. Get to know your mother. Get to know your father. Because listen, a family is more than just a group of people that live together. A family takes the time to get to know one another. Amen. And that what you talk about being strong together. Don't you mess with my family. Listen, I got some brothers and sisters. It'll take them 15 minutes to get here. And they will send money. If they can't get there, send money. Get on the next plane. I don't care what it's called. That's right. And I'll do the same thing with them. Because we know each other. we're a strong family. A strong family is submitted to the lordship of Christ. A strong family is submitted to the lordship of Christ. Now there's an important distinction in teaching children obedience. As our children begin to grow in our family household, it was not a case of our children just having to live by our rules. My wife will tell you that. It was not a case of them just having to live by our rules. It was a case of our whole family being under the authority of Christ and living by his rules.
All right, all right.
Although we were living by the rules of Christ, although I remember this time we were under the rules of Christ now in our household. I remember Joe got into something, and before I realized it, my wife had grabbed him and had him up in the air, up in the air. She said, boy, you don't know who you messing with. We under the rule of Christ. Jesus said, my sheep follow me. Notice that. I'm going somewhere with this. He said, my sheep follow me. Our family, our children, our family must understand that we have a path to follow. We're not making up our own rules, calling our own shots. The parents as well as the whole family has a standard to live by, a standard that has been established by Jesus Christ. Amen. My children have heard me preach. They've been hearing me preach all their life. Amen. All their life they heard it, and I would be safe in saying they probably heard every sermon I preached. In their young lives and now in their adult lives, they still hear me preach. And I pray that a standard that has been established by Jesus, I pray that, that they've gotten something after hearing me preach every Sunday. Hopefully they learn a little bit about Christianity in the process. But, Shabir made this word, but, famous the other night. He kept on saying, but, I've been through, but, so I'm going to say, but. Their greatest lesson, I believe, is not from hearing me preach. The greatest lesson they learned about me was not learned in the pew. I think they learned the greatest lesson about me when I was coaching Little League T-ball. When I would have 35, 40 children show up every Saturday morning at my house. And I would somehow get some kind of band to make sure that everybody was going to make it to the game after we get through practicing and all that kind of stuff. My wife would make Kool-Aid, cookies and punch and all that kind of stuff. And me sharing with those children every Saturday morning, I think they learned something about me that way. They learned. I was a coach, and each summer my children got an up-close look at how serious I was about following Christ. They were able to see how I took losing and how I took winning and how fair I am with less gifted players. They were able to see whether or not I was showing favoritism to my own children. They were able to see whether or not I was a coach with a win at all costs mentality, how I responded to criticism. They found out how I responded to criticism. As a coach, and even, can you imagine, I'm their principal at school. I think they learned more about me then. They know they were going to get the same treatment as everybody else. Because I expected the same out of them as I did everybody else. No favoritism. As Nisha did not paddle her. Surely he's not going to paddle his daughter. Oh, I know y'all don't know what paddling is. We can do that back down south. Can't do it now. But some of the stuff I did, I'd have been looking like, yo, come get me. But I think that's where they learn the greatest lesson about me. It's not what I say in the pulpit, it's what they see me do.
That's right.
And parents, you know what I'm saying to you right now? I don't care how much you're talking. If you're not walking the to get outside of church.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what? My children have seen me get off track. I know they've seen me get off track. They see me get upset. But they see me get back on track. They see me make some principled decisions that were based on priorities other than winning. In other words, they didn't see me as this person that when I did win, I was rolling on the football field like something crazy. Can't y'all see that people coaches, because they lost, they thought the referee was cheating. They rolled the whole 100 yards. They rolled it. I pray they've seen that throughout this whole process. Seen firsthand that I don't live according to my own ideas of what I think is right and wrong. I am submitted to the lordship of Jesus. Stand and say, I am submitted and committed to the lordship of Jesus Christ. And that's how this household runs. It's not my rules, but Jesus has already set the rules. So I challenge you to live by them, live by the same rules that I strive to follow. Submitted to the Lord Jesus. Time 11:15. Time for me to close. A strong family has spiritual values. We submit to the Lord Jesus Christ, but we have spiritual values. Jesus said, verse 28, he said, I give them eternal life, spiritual values. Here it is. And I have to say this because of some scandals that took place, they just found out what people were doing to try to get their kids into different colleges. Y'all heard that? Folk got money, they paying for this, they have to take this test and all that stuff, so that their children could get into different colleges. But here it is. Jesus don't want us to be happy. He wants us to be holy.
All right.
You think you get your child in the right place at the right time, know they're going to be happy. But Jesus said, I want you to be more than happy. I want you to be holy.
Yes.
He teaches that there's more to life than meets the eye.
That's right.
We are to live with an eternal perspective.
Yes, sir.
It's not enough for your children to get in the right school and make the right grades and get the right job and earn lots of money. That's all good. They can get in the right school and get good grades and get a good job and earn lots of money. That's good. But if your children don't learn spiritual values at home, if they don't learn to live with an eternal perspective, they will not be prepared to face the world as an adult.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They won't be ready for the pressure of college.
That's right.
You wonder what happened while they go to college and they change their mind, have a big turnaround, and most times don't even come back this way. They're not ready to face the pressure. How many know from day one you're going to face the pressure?
Yes, sir.
Especially if you play